We talking shot, we talking shot, we talking shit, baby. We talking shot, we talking shot, we talking shit, baby. We talking shot, we talking shot, we talking shit, baby. We talking shot, we talking shot, we talking shit, baby.
Yes, sir. Talking Shop, episode 135. I'm your host, Bobby Hall, and with me, as always, my co-hosts, Dylan Savage and Joe the Greek. Gentlemen, welcome back. 135 of them things.
That's crazy, isn't it? 135 episodes.
What is wrong with your voice?
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
What about now?
There we go.
Better?
What an intro right there.
So this microphone I have.
Is that your wrestling voice or something you trying to do?
No, this microphone I have has a bunch of so I'm playing games with my brother. Playing,
he's just falling apart.
Yeah, it's
I'm screwing with him.
All kinds of stuff happening to you, man. I don't even know if we're actually talking to the real you or some sort of bot.
What about now?
Or something. Well,
better?
A little better. Oh, yeah.
Looks like you.
All right, so what I was saying is I like messing with my brother. We're on Discord. Doing all this sound.
Uh-oh. I don't know if it's me or you guys or what. I can't hear nothing.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, we're having some big issues here.
What is going on? Dropping like flies.
Well, I think we're learning that 4 might be too much. Old StreamYard. Like that's one thing we overlooked, maybe.
It says I can hold up to 10, so
We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, that went to shit real quick.
Oh, hey guys.
what's going on?
You know,
Just like that. It's like nothing ever happened. It's strange how connectivity works.
I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Well, I guess like you were saying something. I mean, I don't even know what you were saying because it was like in a demonated voice at first, and then
you want to just run from the top because I forgot to plug Anchor too again, like a dumb fuck.
I mean, the banner does it anyways.
Okay.
And there is a slight caveat to the whole video format is that there is no monetization, so technically we're not getting anything. For video.
Well, audio though. Are we not taking this audio?
Something went wrong with your audio.
What does that mean?
Maybe not anymore. Does it
I
sound
think
different?
your video, whatever. Are you playing something on your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like throwing off your voice. It's like, I don't know, trying to level out whatever you're doing in the background.
This shit sucks.
All right.
Can't wait to pay for this service.
Well, I guess now is a better time than ever to test the quality of 4, right? Bring it on.
I guess we'll. You want to start over, maybe?
Yeah, I don't really know where to go from
here.
Only 5 minutes in, so I don't want to waste too much of his time here. StreamYard, I'm going to be writing a mean letter straight.
Send him a tweet. That's your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Should I come in now with my face?
Yeah, man, why not? Like,
What's up?
apparently not our stuff here.
Hey, I loved it. It was a great 5 minutes of intro. You know, it was a great, authentic. It was awesome.
It feels like
It
anytime
is.
we have somebody on, it falls apart. But
Yeah, usually, yep.
if we got nothing crazy going on, no problems. So, welcome to the show, man.
What's up? Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, it's like almost like if you need to like, it's like the connectivity is, it's like your car on a winter day and you need to start it and it needs to warm up before you can drive it. Okay. There's a lot of bumps in the road and 10 minutes in we'll be smooth, hopefully.
Especially
And,
your car. You got that old oil in there.
True.
Because you don't change the oil.
I
You
got my oil changed.
14,000-mile old oil in there.
Wait a second. All right. Well, how often do you change your oil, Mr. Beale?
So I try to change it every 5 or 8 to 10,000 miles. Just
There we
because
go. That seems about right.
yeah, because I travel a lot, so like I don't know, I use a lot of my miles are coming on the expressway or highways, so it's like not bad miles on your car. I don't know. That's what my dad told me, so I just listen to him.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I did the last oil change I did. I actually took a picture of it. Let me pull it up here so I can bring it up. But I took a picture of the mileage I had left, and it was, like your service required. It tells you like how far past your due point is, and I was 7,975 miles past the recommended mileage.
You hate your
which
car,
is equivalent to
man.
about 207 days past your service date.
You're like oddly proud of that too, which I don't get.
It's fine.
Because I'm really sticking it to the man. Okay.
You're sticking it to yourself.
You are yourself, yeah.
Well, I mean,
What?
in theory, it's like they don't really need to be in every 3,000 miles. It just, I even asked.
No,
the
they're
clerk that-
different. A lot of them, like
Okay.
he's talking 8 to 10. That's what my truck requires is every. I think it's like 8,000 miles, something like that now.
Or
So
how many
different.
miles you have in
Whatever.
general. If you got fucking
Well, whatever I was reading.
150,000 miles in your car and you're waiting a year and a half to get an oil change.
I want
Things don't blow up.
155. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like with like the oil change, they say like 3,000 to 5,000. I think usually, typically 3,000 to 5,000, and for I guess best results. But I think that's just the oil company wanting you to kind of keep going and getting oil, and
Yeah.
makes sense. What if you never have to get your oil change? You can just run with the same oil for the entire life and span of the car, huh?
That's what I did with my old truck. It would leak oil, so I just put it in.
If it's leaking, it's got some.
Same difference.
The constant
It's
oil
getting
change.
new oil, so
Yeah.
First in, first out, right? Just
right.
flip it in. Whatever, you're good. Anyways, you want to properly introduce him?
Yeah.
Go ahead, D-Lo.
Okay. Mr. Perfection himself. We had a very rough beginning to this episode. Probably one of the roughest to date, 135 in. But it's going to be a second time on the show, ladies and gentlemen. And the TSP rocket, if you will, has been strapped on since the last visit. And he has been on Impact. He's been on Impact. And the career has been blowing up. The Permanator, Sam Beale. How you been?
Good. How are you guys? I'm ready to rock and roll this episode. Bumpy start, but it'll smooth out. Iron out the wrinkles a little bit. But yeah, it's been great. I've been having I've just been going up, rising my stock as much as I possibly can with everything I'm doing, whether it be wrestling, school, like anything and everything. I am trying to be the best that I can be.
There you go, man. Dylan had mentioned this week that it's already been a year since you're on last, which is kind of crazy, man. That flew by, and yeah, you've just steadily been climbing, putting in the work, man. And I was able to catch a couple shows last summer, which was pretty awesome. I think I've been to like pay-per-views and Raws and SmackDowns. I went to AEW Dynamite not too long ago, and those shows are always pretty fun and stuff. But I don't know, dude. It's something about independent wrestling where like the vibe's just a lot more different, and it's kind of like you're like right there, right with those guys, and obviously they're a little more readily available, to come up and talk to post matches, and it's like a lot less, promos and talking and stuff, and just you go there and it's just straight action. I love and last year was the first time I ever went to any kind of indie wrestling show, so kind of fell in love with those pretty quick, and I'm ready to get back to them, man. But it was awesome to see you not only do your job, but represent Rossford, man. I think the second one I went to is it IWC? IWR, correct. In Monroe, you came out with the Bulldogs varsity jacket, the Rossford theme gear, and I thought that was pretty awesome, man. So
yeah, I like you were saying about the whole indie thing. I think independent shows are like fantastic, and I mean I've done a little bit of TV work, and I've been there with fans and everything, and then I have done a lot of independent shows. I think the best thing about independence is that it's so much more intimate. Like you can make that connection with the fans, and like you get to like really kind of just do your own thing and like make it meaningful and powerful. And I'm not saying like on TV you don't get to do that. I think TV is just a little bit more strict, and like you have to think about it as there are a bunch of fans there, but there are also millions of people watching this on TV. So you have to play to the camera, and playing to an inanimate object is a little bit harder than playing to like a fan who's going to show you his raw emotion or their raw emotion like at that moment. But yeah, and I'll touch base a little bit on the Rossford thing. Last year I had to get some gear made up to, match with my my mentor Brian Myers, and I seen he did like a matte gray, and I didn't know, like I didn't really want to do just like strictly same color scheme as him, so I wanted to be able to wear it wherever I can or wherever I wanted to. And I was like, well, matte gray, what would go better with matte gray than a little bit of Rossford Bulldog maroon? So I went with the maroon and paid tribute to my high school. So love it there. Love Rossford. I'm a hometown boy. Always have been. Always will be. If I can pay homage to them in any way possible, I'm gonna do it.
Speaking of, they had just announced, over there at Rossford, they're going to be building some like immaculate sports and activity center, and it's something that it kind of, you look at it, man, and it kind of blows you away. Like they got the esports, section, which is really cool. That that they're getting into that and kind of letting people, if that's the route they want to try to go, there's the opportunity to start, in grade school. And it's also pretty cool. I mean, you put that big ass Amazon warehouse there, and boom, kind of it pays for that, something like that by itself. Like there's no tax, tax raises or anything like that. It's just all out of pocket from Uncle Jeff. So it's incredible, man. Yeah.
There's probably so much money coming from that. Just in general.
Things that have happened just less than a decade of just graduating.
Guys, I'm gonna have to say sorry for 1 second. I think my dog just hopped the fence. I need to go make sure that he is okay.
Okay, all right.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're all right, man.
Hi, man.
All right. Well, what a start to this episode.
What is happening today?
We're rolling.
Be sure to follow us at Talking Shop Pod for all the latest episodes. It's on YouTube.
And those of you that have unfollowed after the beginning of the show, refollow us if you wouldn't mind, and come on back.
Man,
this might be comedy for a lot of people, and I hope so, man. I don't think anyone right now, at least the true listeners, I think they think this is comedy.
I guess while we're waiting for Sam, I can kind of talk about yesterday. I had a pretty dope opportunity to link up with both. We've had both these guys on the show. My guy AD, Alex Davis, and then Sav, the guy you hear at the beginning of each episode. We met up down there in Findlay. He works for the University of Findlay. AD does, and he's like a media director of sorts. So he kind of interviewed both of us back to back. Sav's gonna be dropping a new project, Shooters Shoot, very soon. Very excited about that. And then he did a little freestyle, which was awesome. And then sat down with me, and we kind of just talked a little bit of everything. I was able to plug the podcast, of course, which was awesome.
Hell yeah!
And it was the first time I've seen those guys since like probably 2013, 2014. So in person, and it was awesome, man. It was a good time, and it was just like, I made a little IG post, and I said that it was, one of those occasions where it was like we never left off. So it was awesome to run into those guys. Had a great time, a lot of laughs, and good people, man. I love those guys. We're gonna have to get both of those guys back on the podcast real soon because, anytime Sav's got a project going, I like to plug it on here, and then the stuff that AD's doing down there in Findlay is pretty awesome. So I just wanted to shout that out. That was a lot of fun. I think he'll be dropping that hopefully sometime early next week, I think he said. And then I'm gonna try to get the video from him so we can post it on our stuff as well. But be on the lookout for that. That was a lot of fun.
You got a dog update?
So while I was mid conversation when I was talking about the Bulldogs, we were talking about the Bulldogs, I heard someone yelling out front, and I looked. That's why I looked. There was somebody walking their dog, and my dog is super friendly and doesn't get to do anything. He just loves to like go meet people. So he just jumped the fence, and he's like an acrobat, dude. He like he'll just sit there and he'll go up and
like
over.
The hover.
It's unreal. I don't even understand how he does it.
What kind of dog is it?
He's a German Shepherd and a Collie, so
he's hairy.
Yeah, he's sheds everywhere.
That's
we're good.
That's good.
Yeah.
I don't even know where we're at.
We were talking about that the new complex that Rossford built.
Yeah.
Everything, man. Everything, just the 180 turn the entire school district city has made since I've graduated. It's insane. Like I wanted was a church field to get away from those potholes, and look what they've done. New school, new field. Now this.
You think it's the Dylan effect? Like once you left, they're like, all right, let's get the shit.
Let's get to work.
Going or.
I don't know. I don't know.
Like the old field though. I personally, because I played on it too. I think we were like one of the last classes, or maybe like second last class to play on it. But I loved playing on grass compared to turf. I will always like that better. But no, that new complex is unreal. I'm hurt because they're adding esports. Like they're playing, they're gonna be able to play video games as like a sport now for their high school, and I didn't get that opportunity. Come on,
those pictures are insane of that place.
Yeah, man.
It looks it's like top notch.
Right. Yep.
Do they consider that? What would that fall under then? Would that like a spring sport, winter, fall?
I don't know. All I know
think
is
they've got it like that.
I don't know.
Anytime.
Well, then do they go to all the award ceremonies then for all the seasons? Just come fucking rank them in.
That's a good question.
Could be if they're out there doing it, man. You got to put on.
So, dude,
the only thing they're missing though, Sam, is I didn't see a wrestling ring. So
I didn't see that either. That is pretty messed up.
Yeah.
But
so maybe that might be. You might have to come back and be the wrestling director for Rossford High School, man.
Pro wrestling, yes,
yeah, pro wrestling.
Have they ever thought about making a match down there at that stadium?
Like doing on the field.
Yeah, it's doable, right?
Yeah, I mean it's definitely doable. It's I know they would never allow it or give the permits to do it because Rossford is very strict about their new field and everything. But yeah, no, that would be amazing. It'd be really cool. We've actually had one show. I've wrestled in Rossford once. We wrestled at the rec center.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
back in, I don't know exactly the year, but it was in August, and we had one show, and a bunch of people came. It was awesome. That one was like a memory that I'll keep with me for the rest of my life. That was the first time I ever wore my varsity jacket out to the ring. I did it just because we were in Rossford. Didn't match my gear or anything, but I was like, oh yeah, I got to pay out.
Did you at least feel the home crowd?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I also felt them when I lost too. They were not happy.
Oh,
But no, yeah,
gee.
it was cool.
The only thing they're missing on Raw, because they're building that place up, but they need another meat shop, man. They took away Lee Williams, and they got to bring something back. You know what I'm saying? Make it official. Let's go.
I agree.
Big turnaround though.
I used to go there all the time when I lived there. I used to live in those
Is that
townhouses right there.
Is that the place next to Speedway?
Yep.
It was
like a daycare or something, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kyle, yeah. Kyle used to work there, I think. Way back in the day.
Which one? We got a lot of Kyles on the show.
Half roll Russell.
There you go. You okay? Gotta definitely make sure you always shout him out.
Sir.
Oh. Yeah.
But like we were talking about in pre-production, you got kind of a big opportunity put in front of you now. You're doing this gut check with Impact Wrestling. For those that don't really follow, maybe you can kind of explain what that is, because as we had also mentioned, you've appeared on Impact Wrestling numerous times, so you're almost you said it's pretty much kind of like a tryout, so that those that might be kind of confused with that whole scenario, why don't you kind of explain what that whole setup is?
Okay, so like you were saying, last year for pretty much the entire year, I was on Impact Wrestling. I was put into a storyline. I was using this enhancement talent, then put into a storyline, and I kind of just built my stock up with the company then. And they have since haven't used me since last year, which it sucks a little bit. But then I saw this opportunity of with Gut Check, and it's an amazing opportunity for me to like show them that I'm persistent and I want to be there. Gut Check is it's like a tryout, so it's like a 1-day mini camp, almost kind of like a combine, like for NFL or like basketball or anything. We'll go through a bunch of drills, do promos. I'm not 100% sure on all the other activities that we're gonna have to do, but like these are all just things that we're gonna have to showcase our talents to the coaches. And at the end of the day, one person's gonna have a developmental contract for Impact. And I think the best like way to look at it now for myself is, yes, obviously I'm going there and I'm gonna do my hardest to get a contract. That's number one. But I think I'm also tackling this from more of a, I want to go learn and have fun and expand my knowledge. And where last year, almost every time I would go back to Impact, I almost was like so demanded of myself. I was like, oh, I got to leave there with a contract. Like, instead of just enjoying it and having fun and loving what I'm doing, like I was so focused on wanting to like sign on the dotted line. And I think that's kind of what hurt me last year. So I think I'm taking this new mentality into this year, is just, I need to just learn, have fun, gain experience, and just keep rolling with the punches.
Now you compared it to like Tough Enough, which I think some people would remember. I think like last time I did it was maybe like 10 years ago. It was kind of like reality based. Is any of that stuff going to be like on YouTube or anything like that, or is it just going to be all off camera?
I think since it's 1-day camp, they're going to probably post it on YouTube and give highlights and stuff on like the shows. I don't think they'll have it as like a reality TV show like how Tough Enough was, just because it's only a 1-day show. But we'll see. You never know. It's an all-day event. I think it starts at like 10 and goes until like 5. But yeah,
is it all just matches and stuff? Or are they going to do like a whole like promo segment as well, where they kind of see how you guys look on the mic too?
Yeah, I think that they're going to have promo like promo segments. I think they could have matches. I would assume that they're probably going to do more drills, cardio based, see how we withstand being inside the ring. I really don't know. And I think that's another kind of blessing for me, is like going into this is like I'm not really sure what's going to happen, but I'm ready for it.
And then, I mean, because are you one of the more like familiar faces there too, or is there also some guys that were in your position where they were kind of used here and there last year that are kind of trying to climb back in as well?
I think it does definitely give me a little bit of an edge, just because I was on there for an entire year and I built some fans and had created a fan base from Impact Wrestling. But yeah, I think there are some guys who are used as talent, extra talent, that are making their way down there, and they're gonna. I mean, we're all just gonna go down there and compete. But like at the end of the day, we're all in the wrestling business because we all love each other and we're all brothers and we love this. So we're all brothers. At the end of the day, we're all brothers. And
Fair enough.
It'll be fun.
Now if
There's
they
there's no bad seeds.
What'd you say?
Sorry to cut you off there. There's no bad seeds at all. Like there's no one that's trying to like, because you usually see that on like at least televised. Like I've seen like televised UFC. The name slips my mind of the show, but how they like fight their way to get into the UFC. There's always some of those like yes, Ultimate Fighter, where you see like that one bad seed who maybe is trying to like get up on everyone else behind the scenes type deal.
I mean, there probably is, but like.
Right.
But for the majority of it, like it's wrestling. We all just love each other. We all just want to put on a great show for everybody. I mean, it takes two to tango. I mean, you can go out there and talk and be on the mic and create your own character all by yourself, but you still have to have a match, and you have to have a match against somebody. So like, I feel like that is one thing that makes wrestling a little bit different. Obviously, there's probably bad blood somewhere along the line, but I personally try to stay away from it.
Yeah, and you probably get influence from other people too. Like I've seen some like documentary series from WWE where maybe two people have a match against each other, and one is telling another person like what to do here and there against themselves.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
That's
now,
awesome.
if they were to choose strictly based on hair alone, is there any chance at all that you wouldn't be offered a lifetime contract?
No, I would win everything.
Okay, I mean, I agree.
I'd actually just own all wrestling companies. If that was,
there we go. There it is, man. Easy enough.
How long does it take you to do your hair?
So when I get it permed, it takes about 3 hours.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dedication.
It's an all-day event.
Yeah, my mom hates it when I ask her to do it, because we gotta trim it up, cut it, then she has to put all the perm rods in, and we have to like spray it with some like perm stuff.
Yeah.
And then I have to sit there for 30 to 40 minutes, and then we take out all the rod. No, we don't take out all the rods yet. We do another like coating of something, neutralizer or something, and that we have to leave that on there for like 5-10 minutes, and then after that I get to take the perm rods out and we dry it, and it's good to go.
Boom.
I smell an opportunity, a business opportunity here for Sam Beale. You heard it here first on TSP. Your own line of Permfection perm spray. What do you say?
I've been looking into that for a very long time. I wanted to do it. I think it'd be awesome. I mean, I already have the head of hair for it. Well, why not make it a fruition,
100%. I get to see you coming down to the ring, just spraying with your own product, flailing it around, tossing out free cans, little trial sizes. Let's go.
He's amped up, baby.
Oh god.
the couple of shows that I went to last summer, I would notice almost like a mini me version of you, man. I don't know. Was that like a family or a friend or something?
Yeah, it was one of my buddies. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he went all out, man.
He did. So the funny thing is, why I have a mullet, I don't know if I told this story or not, but we go to Faster Horses every year, and we decided as a group, like, oh, hey, let's all grow out mullets and go to Faster Horses. It'd be fun, funny, and have a good time. And me and him were the only ones who actually stuck with it. And my mullet started gaining a little bit of traction in wrestling. So I was like, well, what if I did like a curly perm to the back? I think it'd be funny. I like that. I think it looks cool. And one day I curled it with a curling iron, and then I was like, no, dude, we got to do the whole thing. It's gonna be hilarious. And then I permed the whole thing, and a couple months went by. His was really long, like his mullet was long. And then he decided, he was like, do you care if I get a perm and we could just be twins? I was like, no, I don't care what you do with your hair. It'll be funny. Go ahead.
What a weird situation to be in. Hey,
Yeah,
man, do you want matching hair? Yeah, why not? You know, whatever.
I thought it was funny. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I did
is
see this
awesome.
dude walking around. I'm like, oh my god! It's like I said. If you guys could see him, it was like a skinnier, lankier version of Sam Beale just walking around the place, man. And,
I think D'Lo knows him. His name's Michael Reno.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
okay,
You know, play football with him too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Just, if you can picture, he had all the gear, man. Well, not gear, but the merch.
Hell yeah.
And the hair,
That's
man. He went all out. It was
That's
cool,
my
man.
boy.
That's top notch
That's
support right
wild.
there. If you're getting the perm, yeah.
I almost, unfortunately I didn't. I really regret it now. I almost bought a perm wig on Amazon just solely to wear it for this episode.
You should have.
I know.
Yeah, why didn't you?
Well, at the time that I thought about it, it was already Friday, and even with Prime, and I got a little. I fucking hate that I have to pay. It's like $140 a year, man, and it comes out of your account when you least expect it, and you can't just return it because it's like, I mean, I use Prime, but anyways, almost
We'll go monthly.
Yeah.
no, that's and then that's more expensive. I mean, you're saving the long term, I guess, when you go yearly, like $50, $60 or something like that over the long term. But anyways, it was Friday when I thought about the idea, and I needed it for this morning, so it wouldn't have got here on time, unfortunately. But I will hopefully have it for any.
The cool part about being really close to the warehouse is you can do pickup points. You know what I mean? Like you can get it like right now. Like if I order something, it can be an hour, 2 hours the most. Just
So you can
go
drive
pick
there?
it up. Yeah, it's like 15 minutes away from me.
What if they have like a section where you can shop, like a store?
No, that's I mean, you buy it online like normal, but there's like
Oh.
dedicated pickup places. Let's say it's at the post office or something. That's how they do it. You know,
That's
there's
nice,
a bunch
yeah.
of different ones. I've never really like looked into it that hard, but I've seen it was an option. You know, if you need your Sam wig like right now, you can go get you one.
There it is.
Another business opportunity right there. I would buy one. I would buy a perfection perm wig.
That would be an awesome idea.
Yeah, make it happen, Dylan. You know, don't talk about it, be about it, right?
Yeah.
You know, these ideas,
You know,
not sharing them.
you know that kind of strikes a nerve with me, not in an anger way or anything, but more of like an emotional sense, because I've been realizing that about me, Bobby, lately. I've been spitting a lot of shit, but not a lot of shit getting done. That's a problem.
You want to elaborate on that?
What are you gonna do about it?
You know, sometimes you really got to self-audit yourself, or self-audit. You just got to self-audit, and you know, you just got to look in the mirror, evaluate yourself, and make those changes that you've seen necessary for betterment of your future. I just got to be about it, Bobby. Can't be talking about it anymore.
That's right.
So,
Let's go,
like
man.
I said, elaborate. What does that mean? What are you?
I don't
trying to
think I
get
can
done with
elaborate
yourself?
any more than that, Joe.
You didn't say anything. You just said the same thing. I want to know
What
what
are
are
your
your
goals? What are your goals?
Well, I guess I don't know, from a short term or just the long story short aspect of it, because I want to take too much time on myself here. But I would say that mainly I would want to not just like say these goals, but actually work towards them and like change my bad habits and alter them into good habits, such as don't spend so much time on the couch watching TV or being on your phone as much, or whatever the case is. Just dedicate that time that you are to that into being more productive. Getting things done around the house, setting financial goals, podcast stuff, stuff like that. Being more productive for the betterment. Is that a little bit better for you, Joe?
Yeah.
Makes sense. I hope you make it happen, man.
This guy.
Well, we're getting into spring and summer, and the winter blues really, put you in that mind frame where
I hate the
you
cold.
don't really want to do shit. You do want to sit on the couch and hide out from
hibernate.
10-degree, 40 mile-an-hour wind and shit. So
well, you don't like that?
No, I don't. Not been here for 33 years and still not used to it. So it sucks, but good, man. Make it happen. It's getting like today here. It's gonna be almost 70, so it's gonna be a nice day to maybe get out there and do some shit. And
it's already 41.
Enjoy it, man.
That got me on
sure
an
enough,
idea
in
here.
Ohio, in typical Ohio fashion, I believe it's gonna be dropping probably back into the 30s in a couple days. So
forget that. The weather's got me on a train of thought here. Sam, how far have you traveled for wrestling? Like anywhere nice?
I went to Las Vegas.
I like Las Vegas.
Bound for Glory last year in November. I've flown to Texas. I'm actually going to Dallas for WrestleMania weekend this at the end of the month.
Nice.
I've gone to Georgia, South Carolina. Yeah, I've gone all over. That's one of my
one of them. Like you see them on like RVs and shit. It's like a map of the country, and it'll be like different state magnets.
States colored in where you went.
Like that area, something like that.
I am. Every time that I go to a state like that and I get one of the state magnets that are like,
nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we have them on my fridge. We're starting a collection.
What
Do they connect?
No, they don't connect. We just, maybe they could eventually when they're all
probably.
Yeah.
Because that WrestleMania weekend's right around the corner. What are you gonna be doing on there that weekend?
So I was just gonna go like network, and then I got a promotion to book me. So me and my dad are going down there. On Thursday, I have a show at 5 on Thursday. I'm actually wrestling a guy who's making his United States debut, Simon Miller. He's actually What Culture.
Yep.
What Culture?
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a big dude.
Yeah, he's a good dude too. I think, at least. I'm not sure. I haven't really
find out, right?
Yeah, we'll find out. I know he's bald, so he's probably already jealous of me. But
sure. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's my only show so far. But the whole weekend's full of wrestling, so I'm sure I'll be able to find a couple more and get my name out there a little bit more.
Hopefully, man. That's awesome. Yeah, because that'll be a good place to do it. That's for sure. Because everyone's gonna be down there.
Heck yeah.
It just sounds like it's gonna be big.
WrestleMania. Yeah, WrestleMania is it's
Super Bowl.
Yeah, but down in Texas too. Come on.
Yeah,
I feel like it's
bigger in Texas.
That's true.
That's what they say.
At Jerry World too, so it's gonna be a spectacle.
Oh, really?
For sure. Oh yeah.
They put on a show down there.
Yeah. Last time they were there, they
Jerry
broke
World?
the indoor record. So we'll see what happens this time. We don't mess around. We'll get back into the wrestling talk, but I definitely wanted to touch on. You got a podcast of yourself or for yourself with a couple of your buddies, Little Spoon Snatchers, which you guys also do YouTube stuff as well. Definitely have kind of followed that along the way. Plug that stuff out there, man. Kind of explain what that's all about. It's a little bit different than kind of our setup. You guys kind of seem like you're a little more formulated and kind of have like not just like weekly topics and stuff, but all kinds of kind of different games and competitions and stuff.
Yeah,
it's
so
kind of different than the usual.
Yeah, what we do is like we do segments, and we do like we call this the Spoon Olympics, where we would compete against each other for like the spoon 3D printed spoon trophy that we made. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, we're just three guys with like outrageous opinions, and we just like want to get those opinions out there. You know, we're very passionate about what we believe in, and we just talk about it. The main niche of our podcast, though, is we do top five. We call it the cream of the crop, and we pick a topic for each week, and then you know, dive into it. You know, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. We've actually like recently took a couple weeks off. Pretty busy with school and stuff, and Logan's starting his tax season job because he's an accountant. So we had a lot of things going on. So we're probably gonna be ramping it up here again soon once the weather gets better and everything. But yeah, Little Spoon Snatchers on Twitter, Instagram. You can find us.
It's good stuff.
Where did that
I
name
remember.
come from?
Yeah, I do actually. That was gonna be one of my questions too.
Yeah, where did the name come from?
That's a story to be told at another day.
Fair enough.
Oh,
I
God.
remember your guys' like Thanksgiving episode or whatever. You guys did your little top five, and there were some takes there that had me a little revved up. I can't remember the one, man. Even like you and somebody else were like ganging up on the other guy because he had some wild ass takes. I can't remember what it was,
He's
but
probably Travis or Skip, because all he does is he just wants to be the black sheep of the podcast.
I think it was something maybe like putting something in like mac and cheese that was like so out of it.
Yeah. So he said that like he doesn't think that like putting bacon or like just other things like breadcrumbs and stuff inside bacon, mac and cheese is good. And I was like, what? Like,
yeah, he like defended it to the ends, man. It was nuts.
Like me with the microwaved bagel.
Yeah, that'll never land, man.
What?
Someday I'll grow up on that.
That's.
You didn't know about that?
No, I didn't know about a microwave bagel. Is that what you
He
do?
got torched on Twitter about it a few years ago. Absolutely torched.
Why?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't like the crunch of a bagel after toasting it, and I wanted it a little warm. I wanted the softness of it coming right out of the package, but I wanted it warm. The only way to accomplish that without
he
getting
apparently toasts his bagel like it's like regular ass bread. Because when I toast a bagel, like the outside of it's like got a little crisp, but it's still like soft. Crazy.
You know where to go from there. You're not allowed in the kitchen.
He microwaves cookie batter too. He doesn't bake it.
What does I do?
What?
You microwave cookie batter. You don't bake it because you like to be soft.
That actually, I like a crispy cookie on the outside, soft on the inside.
That's what a toasted bagel is.
But I don't like that.
Doesn't make sense.
A bagel's not a cookie.
Oh, dude, you're from another planet.
You
have to be.
Oh, it doesn't matter. But I was talking about goals, and I was wanting to know some goals that Sam has. So we
never eat a microwave bagel's got to be up there.
The 2022 goals list, the bucket list to get done.
So for 2022, I mean, obviously, I want to graduate college. I think the other goal is to start to find not another career, because obviously I want to make wrestling my career, but to find a job that suits my degree in the forms that I can have, more money, so I can be financially stable to like start backing my wrestling a little bit more. I want to at least get one more set of gear made up for wrestling. And then I just want to keep adding states, because my one big goal in wrestling is I want to wrestle in all 50 states. So I'd love to wrestle like on the West Coast, California, Oregon, Washington, somewhere in that area. But yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna keep plugging at it, having fun, and just doing my own thing. Yeah, just I guess those would be the big goals, is just keep rising my stock and getting out there more.
There it
They
is.
sound like they always have those like the positive energy, always pushing. And I mean, there has to be like the down times where you had any doubts. Is it all worth it? Type of feelings. I mean, we've all been there. How do you push through those kind of feelings that have inevitably came up?
I think to me the best things that like have helped me through those times is music. I mean, I have a great support system too, so they definitely help too. But music in my eyes has like really like helped me through times that are tough. I'll kick on a good song, a song that's gonna make me feel great, and it kind of boosts my like motivation and boosts my momentum, and then I keep listening to more songs and more songs, more songs like that. That is a lifesaver. The music to me is a lifesaver. But also another thing that like I just always remind myself, like even when it's the hardest. It's a cliche like quote, but it is true. Like every storm runs out of rain. And like really it does. Like every time you're down on yourself and you're doubting yourself and you're like, well, is all of this work that I'm actually putting in going to pay off, or is it just not worth it? And I say, every storm runs out of rain, because you'll find that you'll get sun soon. Like good karma is coming your way.
I like that.
Same. To shift gears a little bit, I want to talk about Trey Miguel real quick, because I think that he's one of the best wrestlers going right now. And I also think that he might be top 3 most underrated wrestlers. Maybe you could probably even argue that he's the top underrated wrestler today. And I just was wondering, like, why do you think that is? Because I think what he's doing in Impact is incredible. All the matches I've got to see live, like, he's not somebody that, he wrestles on TV and then goes to an indie show and then goes from, 5th gear to 4th just because there's no cameras. You know what I'm saying? Like, he puts on the same show you see on TV that he would, in front of 200 people. And I definitely have always respected that, and I've enjoyed it. But yeah, man, why do you think that he doesn't get maybe the recognition that he definitely deserves?
I think he doesn't get the recognition he deserves because he is still very young. Like he's only 26. I mean, he's gotten a lot of years under his belt, but he's only 26. And I know Impact is starting to like really gain more traction, but being on Impact, people do get lost in like the spotlight. So I think that's one thing that is, like keeping him from it. But I'm with you, man. Trey Miguel is like without a doubt, I think the most fun, entertaining professional wrestler going today. Like he's just so good. And he's so like smooth, like butter. Like he really can just do it all. Like he can do the power moves because he's strong as hell. Or he can do the high. I mean, he is a high flyer. That's all he is. Like his name is the Fresh Prince of Midair because he's flying through the sky all the time. And then he can talk on the mic better than I think a lot of people. And it's just awesome to see, like, be able to call him a best friend. And he's probably the best in the world, in my eyes, at least.
Yeah, he's incredible. A dream match of mine that hopefully someday we'll be able to see would be him versus like Ricochet. I think that would be just lights out, man. It'd be really fun to watch those two. Yeah, I had to throw that in there because I see him. I see the work that he's putting in, and just the quality of matches and stuff. And it kind of makes sense, though. Maybe some aren't getting to see exactly what he's putting in over there, but
They will. He'll go down as one of the best to do it. Like he'll be a name to remember forever.
Absolutely. And then I wanted to get your thoughts too, because I guess I don't know if you consider them a super indie or where you'd put them, but I think we've all seen earlier this week that Ring of Honor got bought out by AEW, which was kind of a big announcement there. I wanted to kind of get your thoughts on that and what exactly you think Tony Khan and them guys might be trying to do with that. I don't know if they're just trying to collect the library or if they're going to kind of intertwine the two.
I hope they intertwine it. I don't know. I don't really keep much up with a lot of like wrestling going like that isn't Impact Wrestling.
Sure.
I do, obviously, I see the stuff on Twitter, and I keep up with things that I can with on social media. I think it's awesome for Ring of Honor to keep them around. It's great for the brand. I would say personally, I hope what they do is they use it as almost like its separate brand, just under the AEW name, kind of like how they do with NXT and WWE. Bring Ring of Honor people back, and then you can use AEW guys down there at the Ring of Honor. Like, it would be a lot of fun, and I think it'd be really cool. But we'll see what happens. You know?
I agree with that because AEW. I mean, they're signing guys left and right. It seems like just yesterday. Who used to be Eric Rowan, he just debuted with them, so they're just kind of stacking the deck over there and pretty much signing just about anybody who leaves WWE, over there. And a lot of those guys, they'll debut, and then 2 weeks later, you'll just start watching them on their AEW dark shows on YouTube and stuff, not necessarily on TV. So hopefully, with having another company there, they can kind of get some more shine. We'll see what happens with that.
Yeah.
Dylan, Joe, don't let me ramble
entranced
on.
at the hair. That's shaky.
Oh, oh.
You gotta shake what your mom got you.
How long have you been doing
that's the
wrestling?
question.
Like, how long have you been doing this?
Wrestling?
Yeah.
I have been wrestling since. So I started training the summer of 2016. I had my first match in 2017. So coming up on 5 years.
What sparked it? You just go, hey, one day I'm going to do this. I'm going to go try this out.
So actually, I used to wrestle like on the trampoline and play with action figures and video games and all that stuff back in high school. Yeah, high school.
No, it's fine.
I skipped partying to play with wrestling figures. So
Wish you would have known about that.
I always loved it, and it was a lot of fun to me. And I just know one. I just know one day at work I was watching a documentary about Seth Rollins, and it clicked to me like, oh man, this is what I want to do. I want to do this. So I looked up schools, got started training, and the rest is history.
Who's your favorite, like, old time wrestler? Like, who's your
John Cena?
Yeah.
He's on my wall up there. And then my favorite guy, he still wrestles, but
I can't see him.
He's been around a long time. That's not John Cena. That one's Dolph Ziggler.
No, I just made a stupid ass joke. Is what I just did.
Oh no, I know.
It was
Okay.
I caught it. That's why I said
Real face palmer on that one.
Oh, that's a good one. I thought it was funny.
No, man. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean,
will there ever be in the future someday? Will we ever see a Natural Aces reunion?
Actually, it happened
last
long ago.
Okay.
It happened up in Sanctuary. We weren't the Natural Aces. We were just who we are now. But I don't know. Maybe. I think it'd be fun. Good time.
They always say never say never, right? In wrestling. So there it is. I do have another question. A lot of rumors swirling, and they kind of seem to be kind of dying out a little bit because it's less than a month before WrestleMania, but a lot of rumors were swirling about a possible Stone Cold Steve Austin return match after 19 years. Do you think that is going to happen? I don't think it, because at this point you'd think they'd want to like plaster that all over everything because it'd probably sell out the arena immediately and seeing that. But
I don't think so. I think there's a select few people that or Stone Cold would actually come back to wrestle, and I don't know if any of them are still wrestling even. So I don't think he is gonna be coming back. Would it be awesome? Yeah, but at the same time,
yeah, it would have been cool to see him in the vest and the trunks and stuff. I kind of think they're just gonna do a thing where, because Kevin Owens every week comes out and trashes Texas, so I think he'll do it again at WrestleMania, and then the glass will break, come out, get stunned, beers, walk out, and everyone goes happy. Kind of like one of them kind of segments, like the last time
crazy.
They were in Dallas. He came out with Mick Foley and Shawn Michaels, and it was cool. But yeah, I mean, when I first heard it, I didn't really believe it because he's just pretty much been pretty staunch in in his stance of I'm not coming back. I rode off in the sunset in 2003, and that's that.
Yeah.
I mean, do you blame him? You know what I mean?
No, at the time he was pretty. I mean, he's pretty fucked up, and he almost didn't even wrestle that match. Like he was in the hospital like the night before.
All those injuries, man,
got
to add up on you.
And actually, that match with The Rock, everyone kind of puts their match at WrestleMania 17 at the top, like 17, 19, 15. But I always think, personally, it's 19, 17, 15 because that last match was pretty awesome, especially looking back now, knowing that was his last one.
What a way to go out, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, against The Rock. I mean, right in front of 70,000. Yep.
It's so many people. Like, I couldn't even wrap my head around that many people watching me, do whatever. Like, let alone my retirement match I wouldn't know about. Sam, are you ever worried about getting hurt?
I mean, yeah, obviously, we're like injury is something that happens in everything. So literally anything you do. So I feel like I'm not like stressed about it, and I don't think like oh, what if I do this? What if this and that? Like, obviously, I got to be precautioned and think about it in the back of my mind. But at the end of the day, if I lived with I don't want to risk it or I don't want to worry, like then I don't I won't make things happen. So
some of the worst injuries you've had to sustain or work through?
Every day of my life, all my joints hurting. No, the worst one I actually did was I busted my eye open in a ladder match, and like my eyelid right here was like hanging down. It was just big gash. I had to go get
could have thrown a patch into the mix. Get you a maroon and matte gray patch, should be all right. Shoot, that sounds terrible.
To peel the curtain back a little bit, have you ever had to like blade or anything like that? No, yeah, that'd be. I don't know how I would. Because I say it's kind of just like a quick thing, so I don't know if you really necessarily, especially if you're in the middle of a match and you got everything's pumping. But
no,
yeah,
always wonder what that sensation's like.
I thought they banned that. I was like left in the 90s. Or do they still do that?
I don't know.
They made
okay.
Yeah.
You think they
right, yeah.
They just happened 2 days ago.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Full face. Yeah. On TBS. CM Punk, man. He was covered, totally covered.
SmackDown. Was it Monday
wild
Night
scene.
SmackDown? Coming to first for the
You're just butchering all that.
Yeah.
Monday night. Monday Night Raw. There we go. Coming. Raw on not First Energy Stadium, but Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse this Monday in Cleveland.
Heck yeah.
Upcoming, or it just was?
Upcoming. I believe it's this coming Monday.
Okay.
It's always something with this guy.
Always. Yeah,
last Saturday too, I had a plug too. I caught a Monster Jam at what I call the real Factory of Sadness, Ford Field, and it was fun, man. It was a good time. Well, we're in the same boat. Obviously, there's two factories of sadness. There's the Detroit hub, and then there's the Cleveland hub, not too far away.
Why would they build a hub so close to each other?
Yeah, one's enough.
They wanted climate control. One's climate controlled, one is not.
Yeah, that's true. True enough.
So you have your options.
Yeah. Before we get them out of here, do we have any? We got around the middle and all that good stuff.
We just had the burger review for you, and then the fucko of the week. Whichever one you want to get to first, my man.
I guess I'll do the review because I really got nothing else to say about Kanye at this point. I'll follow your guys' lead.
Okay.
But, I got a quick burger review. I'll have it short and sweet. But Southside 6 in Bowling Green. I went there a few weeks ago for the first time. Got one of their gyros from Joe's uncle, and they do a really good job over there. and I seen that they had something called a Route 25 burger, and it was a half-pound burger. It came with your usual fixings, ketchup, mustard, mayo, onion, tomato, lettuce, all that good stuff. And it was tremendous, dude. It was one of the best burgers I've ever had. I'm glad I tried it out. It was like a legitimate grilled burger. I don't know what kind of seasonings they used. Looked like there might have been a lot of paprika involved. I don't know, Joe. You got any insights on that or inside info?
It's
Let me
Lori's.
know. And then
That's
it
all it
came
is.
alongside with the fire ass seasoned fries, but the burger itself was tremendous. I gave it a 9.1. I mean, it was
What?
definitely one of the best burgers I've had around this area, and most certainly the best one I've had in Bowling Green. But yeah, it makes me mad because all that time I was in Bowling Green with my friends and stuff, we never rolled through there, and I kind of been kicking myself because they've been there forever. And the last couple of weeks, I've just been kind of trying different things off the menu, and everything's been home runs. So shout out to Southside 6, man, doing it over there.
Ew. I got a burger review as well, right? We're on the topic of Angus beefs. I'm going to go with a nice little Lima, Ohio local joint, and that's Cupie's. Cupie's burgers are actually pretty damn good. They're like smash style burgers. And believe it or not, a driver from work actually brought it to me, and it was like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. They're slinging up these smash burgers. Okay, so they open up at 5, and he lives in that area, so he has to get here. So he's getting those burgers around 5:30 in the morning. They have a breakfast menu, ladies and gentlemen, but if you special order a burger, they will freshly make a smash burger style for you right there, and it's pretty damn good. What really sells it is the bun. The bun has like a little sweetness to it, kind of like a Hawaiian roll, but it's not
Is
Hawaiian.
it microwave?
I doubt it.
You
But
microwave the bun?
it has a sweetness to it, and it's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. They wrap it in like this wax paper with their logo on it, so it's pretty good. 7-8.
There it is.
Old D'Lo.
Eat his old morning burger,
Yeah, 5 in the morning,
Dude,
baby.
if it's offered, if a free burger is offered to you, you all are taking a free burger, aren't you?
Yeah, but I'm talking about,
Absolutely.
5:30 in the morning. That's a little.
Doesn't
Whatever,
matter.
man.
I've been up since 3. This will be lunchtime.
Sure.
Hey guys, I have to tell you this. I have to head off this because I am about to leave to go to Kalkaska for a show tonight. Yeah, I gotta drive 3 hours or 4 hours up north, then come back home tonight, and then drive tomorrow morning 3 more hours down to Columbus. So,
And then I'll end it off with this, and then we'll let you get out of here.
nice. That's good.
Would you rather have a 1-minute conversation with your past self or your future self, and why?
Oh wow, that's a good one. 1-minute conversation. I can ask him anything I want.
Yeah.
I would probably say 1 minute with my future self for the fact that they can tell me like the best advice that they can give me to be where I need to get to. So like I can
Makes sense.
start figuring it out. I
Sure.
feel like a very common answer would be doing your past self because then like like you actually no, I don't know. I do that.
Yeah. All right. Well, there it is. Appreciate you coming on with us. Kind of a sloppy little intro there, but we got it rolling, and it was
Hey.
good to talk to you again, and it's good to see you're still doing it, man. And best of luck this weekend. I hope you get the contract, and we start catching you on Impact every week.
Yeah,
Keep
me
it
too.
going, man. Definitely keep representing Rossford and then Toledo area. We definitely appreciate that, and to the moon, man. Keep it going.
I respect it. Thank you guys for having me so much. I'll see you guys.
Yes, sir. We'll see you, man.
Thank you. Be careful
care,
out
man.
there.
Yep. See ya.
Godspeed. Then there was 3.
What a wild day.
What's up with the mill, man? It's been collecting cobwebs. What's going on?
You know,
Or is that part of your goals or whatever?
I get. Yeah, I mean, yeah, part of my goals or whatever. We'll chalk it up to that.
Okay.
You like this shirt?
Knock on wood.
But
I
Blends in
hate
with the
this shirt.
background.
I hate this shirt. Oh yeah, you like the NWO
Yeah.
Wolfpack? Yeah, Macho Man's gotta be my favorite. Gotta
He's
be.
a man from Columbus.
He's just a real character. You want to talk about your buddy Kanye West? Oh,
Yeah,
there
he's
it
going to
is.
be this week's fucko of the week. Basically, I guess if anything happens to Pete going forward, he's going to be a prime suspect. Because he made this claymation animation or whatever you want to call it,
His
music
celebrity
video.
deathmatch.
Yeah, that's exactly what it reminded me of. And basically, yeah, tying up Pete, kidnapping him, bagging his head, and burying him, and
Who's
planting
Pete?
Rose. Skeet Davidson, you know
There we
who we're talking about, and
What a stand! Such a
planted
stand.
flowers on top of his buried body, and then when the flowers grew, he cut the flowers, put them in the bed truck, and that symbolizes the bed truck of flowers that he sent to Kim that we talked about on previous episodes. So it all kind of connects together here in a beautiful cinematic way. And yeah, so but all this said,
it's well documented of him being a psychopath.
yeah, it's I mean it's definitely
I think I know. I'm not. He's going a little far, but I
Right.
100% know how both of you would react in the same scenario.
I would
But
not
you
make
just
a
don't have
music
the
video.
notoriety in the exactly. You don't have the notoriety,
He's damn near
the money,
stalking
or the
her.
creativity to.
Oh, don't push my creativity. I'll come up with
I
something.
already know.
Come up with something.
I mean,
But nah,
definitely.
I
I mean, listen. We know the things that Dylan comes out of Dylan's mouth. So, should a guy just say hello or wave to his ex, then he's gonna set up an axe on fire, and then who knows what happens after that?
Molotov cocktails or something. No, I didn't think the dude's acting like a goofball, man.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
we get it, but come on.
It's extra goofy when you're walking around with another bitch. So if you're walking
That's
around with
what I
another
mean.
girl
It's,
all over the
he's
place
on a second
camera,
one that
then,
looks just like her.
And then yeah, so
But
you then go and make these weird ass fucking videos. Yeah, you look like a fucking moron.
I think he's getting a pass because of who he is. Like, people aren't really taking it as.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing too. If any of us were to do the same shit, we'd be in jail by now.
He's crazy.
Because it's like stalking and it's fucking harassment but people, since he's rich and he's Kanye West and have sold however many records, you get to skate on by.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
No, it's fucked up. But yeah, they're just gonna let him do it and all that shit because he is who he is.
It
didn't make any sense. He's an odd character. I want to let my kids play around with him. So
what?
Wow. Okay. Same.
He's just a. I don't understand. Like, he's freaking out about Skeet Davidson.
There you go. Yep.
But he's on his second public girlfriend, and who knows how many between then. What are you worried about, man? You're already moving on, I guess. Just
yeah, I heard on the other spectrum that it's actually drawing Skeet and Kim closer together with all the distress that he is causing.
He's screwing up. If he really wanted to get her back, this is not the way to do it. If anything, yeah, like you said,
Plus,
push them closer
Skeet
together.
got the meat, so I mean, what can you do at this point?
He's got a good public record.
Yeah,
it's true.
No, and the thing is too, Skeet Davidson's also got anxiety and all that shit, and I know that's definitely got to be like getting fuck with him too, because I know he had that Instagram and then deleted it like the same day because all the fucking weirdos that follow Kanye's every move were in his comments, and yeah, man. I mean, it's not like if this was something that happened during their marriage, that's another thing. That's a whole other thing. be a little more understandable. Still a little weird, but a little more understandable. But they weren't legally divorced, but they were separated, and it was pretty much donezo, and that's kind of when shit happened. So what the fuck can you really be mad about? I don't know.
Well, as of the 3rd, they are legally separated now. I believe a judge signed that firm and everything. So, who knows? Who knows what goes from here and what his antics are? I'm sure most of it. I mean, they chalk it up, or he at least chalks it up, all the like lunacy and shit, just for like fighting for his family. And I mean, I think that ship has kind of sailed. I mean, you can kind of more so fight for, I don't know what the legal terms
He's
would
just
be.
looking for an excuse.
Yeah, not custody,
Real
but I'm sure
crazy people don't know they're crazy.
But you're
You know
going to be
what
that you're tarnishing your view, like from society standpoint,
A lot of
tarnishing
people don't
that.
care though. Like
that
Bobby
started
brought
like
up
20 years
people
ago
follow
at
him.
this point.
But if you're fighting for, like, say, his kids on that standpoint, I mean, if you're wanting, like, because Kim, I'm sure, could win a custody battle with ease, and I mean that could only lead to more crazy antics from Kanye. If he feels like all is lost, who knows? Maybe he feels like there's still a chance, and that's what's clinging him to a more or a less crazy antic situation. I mean, like, it seems like the longer this goes on, the weirder it gets. Like, we had the flower bed truck, and now we have this video.
Yeah, and then Keeping Up with the Kardashians is over, so I mean, there's not even any good reality TV coming from it. So
It's just doing it to do it.
yeah,
I think that's the weird
the
part.
E channel, they would have did all kinds of spins and all kinds of shit to make that captivating television. So it's
Gotta
just lose all around.
TMZ updates now.
Now we got Keeping Up with the Savages, man. Now that I'm all on board with.
Half of
Imagine how
America
many
can't even
off the
pronounce
cuff
the show.
Jainisms would pop off.
I can already see it
Imagine them
now.
recording him in the kitchen. What kind of weirdo stuff are they going to say in there?
Yeah, or if he opens up a trailer and it's all fucked up, boom,
Oh, that'd be even better.
I catch him. I mean, I'd watch him eat a burger at 3 a.m.
5:30.
It could pan to that one of them, like, interview things. Like, I walk into work today and my coworker brought me a burger, and I thought, wow. And then we cut to him eating it, and then
He's here.
Just be like,
that's a 7-8.
It's my favorite burger I've had before 7 a.m.
Whole episode dedicated to selling the poster too. Man, I mean, that'd be sick.
Would it be like a background one, like I'm sitting like the Office style interview?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Behind you.
Exactly.
Behind you is that exact background.
Yeah. Yep. There it is.
Oh.
A lot of delos. At least one delo per episode.
One delo per episode? Yeah, I haven't done a delo.
That'd have to be in the contract. Would you? I mean, you'd sign that, right?
I mean, with ease, yeah. If that's what gets
a delo is what, 90 seconds? Not even, maybe. 30,
whatever
40?
length of the song. I mean, like, you can do it to really any song. It's all about, if you know rhythm and beat. Yeah, swing the hips.
You could do a classical delo. No.
What kind of classic are we talking here?
I mean, like strings and quartet and
an orchestra delo.
I think the delo is more like a high tempo. I don't know if you could turn it that slow.
I don't know what kind. They have a sound. They have a sound called daydreaming. I can probably do it to that. I never heard it before.
I can't even imagine what that would be. That's not. I don't think it's what I'm thinking of, but
probably not.
I'm thinking like orchestra music. Like Beethoven and shit. You couldn't do a deal to that.
I challenge with this weirdo. Why are you doing this to him?
You're gonna challenge me, dude.
I don't mind challenging you on other things, but this one, finding an orchestra beat.
The Delo challenge. Send in your video clips of doing the Delo to any song out there. The Delo challenge. We will air them. No, we won't, because no one will do it.
Maybe.
Well,
send in your Delos.
Well, you need an instructional video.
Yeah.
Because the one last week, that was the remix. That wasn't the regular Delo.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Like, you got to explain step by step.
Right. Oh, here we go. I don't have a wide angle camera, so you just have to deal with me. I brought down a little bit. So, hands in the air like you just don't care. Okay. Squat down a little bit of bend in your knees. Then you're going to swing it like this. Yeah? You with me? Left, right. And you're doing the swing to the beat, ladies and gentlemen. If you really want to get fancy with any point in time when you feel comfortable, that stage 1 down, you got to clap and turn it 180. Going. Back to you guys.
There it is. That's the Delo, the original, one and only. And I think now they kind of know the thing, because last week, like I said, that was something I'd never seen before.
Dude, that was
It was an amped up version.
I was so waiting for you to jump on that chair and bust your ass. When you jumped up on your computer chair, I was like, please don't fall on your head, man. Please don't.
Yeah, I was just
trying. I'm like, oh, he's gonna die.
Well, this is the thing now. I was thinking about this throughout the week that like we are really, I mean, we're basically a video podcast now. I mean, for the people that listen to it on audio, I mean, that's when you listen to audio. But now that we're a video podcast, kind of have to record it in a sense of got to give them something visual to look at, you know. And the Delo felt like the energy got picked up there, got a little excited and ambitious, and it almost cost me my ass there if I spilled. But I don't know.
I'm glad you said that, because I had a question that AD asked me last night, and asked that now that we're on video, do we still call this a podcast, or would we call it a vodcast? I still said it's still a podcast, but
same.
Yeah, I would say it's still a podcast, video form and audio form. I mean, it's because that's a good question. I never even heard of a vodcast. You make that up on the spot.
Maybe. I'm not sure either. But I mean, yeah, I wasn't, kind of threw me for a loop there for a second. But I basically just kind of said that we're doing the same thing. We are doing audio form only, but you see us rather than just hear us.
What's that?
I also said that March Madness by Future needs to be the new national anthem and replace Star Spangled Banner. So if any kind of conservative listens or watches that video when he posts it, they're going to be.
When's that coming out, you know?
I think he's got to chop it up, and I think hopefully early next week.
That's dope.
I'm excited to see that.
How'd you got that experience?
Like a good 10-15 minute thing, I think. So
do you think doing the podcast for like 3 years made you feel more comfortable when you got into the radio studio?
That, and just like, I mean, I know AD, and also he's just really good at what he does. So yeah, I was 100% comfortable. So
how long has he been doing that, you know?
Probably 10, probably got to be close to or more than 10 years. Like he used to work for the Juice
107.3, huh?
Yeah. But hold on a second, I gotta take a phone call. Sorry.
Maybe that wraps it up.
I guess, yeah.
All right, bye, dude. See you.
This episode has had it all, ladies and gentlemen. But like I was talking about it, I was wanting to say that being on a video podcast, I want to get some information. Comment below. Be sure to subscribe as well. All the fun stuff to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you know anytime that new episodes are posted on the tube. That is, but video podcast. I want to bring the listeners and viewers more involved, and I'm sure it's not the most amusing to look at our faces talk.
Hey, look at this hairdo, dude.
Get more involved and excited. Maybe some background shit. I don't know. The StreamYard, I'm still learning it here, so but we're getting there.
That's pretty cool though.
It's not bad. Like I can add videos and stuff once I get videos and like layouts and overlays. Like I could share the screen. I can do that for you guys as well.
We're gonna get talk about it
going
live too. That's what I'm excited for.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Maybe adding like if you guys have like it doesn't have to be long, like a 30-minute live session on Friday nights or something. If we have the time available, like late Friday nights, and we're up, we don't work anyways the next day, and then that could be like a live session that could be an additive to our normal Monday drops. That's already recorded with a guest, but like the Friday lives would probably just be with us, and then whoever is commenting in the live stream that we would just kind of like talk with them people. Maybe make it like a subscriber thing. I think that's what Number 6 with Cheese does. I know they have like Patreons and subscribers and donators, and they have like
I mean,
specific
we gotta
live content.
start eventually, right?
With just them. Yeah, that'd be fun.
I'm down to do that next Friday.
Yeah, I mean, I have the YouTube up. I can connect 2 other platforms as well. So, I mean, I think Twitter. Maybe not Twitter.
Should we be worried about you? So I'm thinking like Friday. Sometimes we all get an Xbox, right? Should we worry about you for playing games, streaming that?
No, we're not an Xbox. We'll be like normal, like we're doing right now.
No, I got you. But like your Friday attitude is way wild.
No, I'd probably be more tired than anything, but a little bit of coffee in my system, you know.
Oh well, we'll figure it out. But I think that's it. Bobby
I think he had to take
bounce.
that call.
He had a bounce. Yeah, he's going.
Yeah, I guess so. So I guess we're going to start wrapping it up here on TSP 135. It's been a wild episode. It had a rough start. Sam Beale, the perfection permanator himself, was TSP's iron to our wrinkles on this episode, to say the least. And with that being said, I would like to thank Sam Beale for giving some of his time on the podcast for his second appearance. We wish him the best of luck going forward in his future endeavors with wrestling and Impact. And we just thank him to the moon and back. From myself, Bobby, and Joe, thanks again. Make sure you subscribe. Follow us on Talking Shop Pod. Take care.
Bye-bye.